सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्लोका नंबर 12। मनोहङ्कृत्युपादानम् लिङ्गमेकं जडात्मकम् अवस्थात्रयमन्वेति जायते म्रियते तथा। तथा जायते म्रियते। This सूक्ष्म शरीरम, the linga shariram, which is an insentient principle by itself, it has got birth and death. Here birth means association with the gross body is called birth. Association of the subtle body, that linga shariram, with gross body is called birth. Dissociation of that linga shariram with this gross body is called death, maranam. So what is the real meaning of birth and death? Mortality we are talking. That maranam, jananam, maranam is nothing but once the sukshma shariram enters this body, it is called birth. Once the sukshma shariram go away from this body, dissociate from the body, it is called maranam. Association and dissociation of these two bodies, that alone is called janana maranam. Not only that, this sukshma shariram alone avasthatrayam anveti. Avasthatrayam means jagrada avastha, waking state, swapna avastha, dream state, sushupti avastha, sleep state. Both three of them, this sukshma shariram alone experience all the three avasthas. Avasthatrayam anveti. That mind alone is experiencing. What is the corollary we get through this? The seer number 2 alone is experiencing the jagrada avastha, swapna avastha, sushupti avastha. But the seer number 3, sakshi, visualizing all the three avasthas, mind is having a gradation: partial, purna vikasa, artha vikasa, no vikasa. There is a difference at the levels of the mind. I, the sakshi, the seer number 3, recognize the nature of that mind, which is purna vikasa manaha aham janami, ardha vikasaha manaha api aham janami, vikasa shunya manaha api aham janami. I know. Because I am the witnesser, Sakshi. Therefore, I have no avastha bheda. Avastha trayam, really speaking, this avastha trayam are not there for me, the Sakshi, because the witnesser is always away from the changes. Where there are changes are going on, all those changes are witnessed by me, the Sakshi, original nature. Therefore, I am not undergoing any change. Vikara rahitaha, avasthatraya rahitaha, avasthatraya vilakshanaha aham Sakshi, seer number 3. So that is the corollary we can get. Since I am avasthatraya Sakshi, I am Chaitanya Swarupam, I am free from Janana Marana also. That is another corollary. I am available in 3 periods of time, in 3 avasthas. Now what is the next step? Having arrived at from the gross level to subtle level, what we have understood, final conclusion is, what is real, what is unreal, what is Satyam, what is Anritam. Between these 3 seers, seer number 1, seer number 2, both are mithya, Anritam, unreal, false. On what basis we can say this seer number 1, seer number 2, that sense organs and the mind, both are unreal? How can you say? The principle to make that statement, it is Anritam, unreal, the law is Yat trikale na tishtati tat mithya. This is the law. Yat vadhyam, that which is negatable or which is not existing at 3 periods of time, that is mithya, unreal. Then what is satyam? Just opposite. Yat trikala abadhyam, that which you cannot negate at 3 periods of time, that is satyam, real. Therefore, the seer number 1, seer number 2, all these 2 are not available all the time. This is a sample. Avastha Trayam is a sample for us to establish that satyatvam of that Sakshi. The reality of that Sakshi, the consciousness, we have to establish. For that, we have to see the unreality of the seer number 1, seer number 2. In Swapna, seer number 1 is not available. Badhyam, negatable. Therefore, it is mithya. This is the law. Because if it is satyam, it must be available all the time. Only it is available in Jagrata Avastha. Sense organs are available in which Avastha? Jagrata Avastha alone. Only in one Avastha they are available. Therefore, I cannot give the reality status to those sense organs. Therefore, they are called mithya, anritam, false. This is the condition of the seer number 1, status of the seer number 1. Therefore it is unreal. Badhyam trikale na tishtati avasthatraye na tishtati jagradavasthayam eva bhavati parantu swapnavasthayam sushupti avasthayam na bhavati tasmat karanat anritam iti vaktum shakyate. Therefore I can say boldly it is unreal. Sandehama? You also claim now easily. Then come to the seer number 2. What is the status of seer number 2? Same. But 2 avasthas it is available. That's all. One more avastha. Jagradavasthayam manaha asti. It is available. Now it is available or not? Yes. Available. Swapnavasthayam api bhavati. It is available in dream state also. But in deep sleep state, manaha asti parantu karana rupena asti. It is as though as good as not existent. I do not know anything. Aham kinchit na avedisham. Absence of total blankness. Mind is not available in the deep sleep. Thank God. That's why we love to go to sleep. So that mind is not available in sushupti avastha. It is available only in 2 states, jagrat and swapna. Therefore it is mithya, anritam, false. So seer number 1 is negated. Seer number 2 is also negated because they are not available. Trikale api na tishthanti. Therefore they are mithya. This we have to remember all the time. Negating sense organs, mind is not so easy. How can I negate you? Because you cannot physically remove. Intellectually alone you can understand. How can I understand intellectually? This is logic, reasonable, because it is not available all the time. Therefore it is not a satya vastu. It cannot be a satya vastu. That is matter, inert, made up of five elements. That is a different thing. Final ultimate statement what Shastra does, since it is not available all the time, both of them are unreal. Trikala abadhyam sakshi, seer number 3 alone is satyam. Sushupti avasthayam api kinchit na avedisham iti janati. I do not know anything. Who is illumining that? I, the consciousness. Na kinchit avedisham. I do not know anything. Who knows that? I know that I don't know. I know that I don't know. That means what? In sushupti avastha, I am there. So, jagrad avasthayam api bhavami, swapna avasthayam api bhavami, sushupti avasthayam api bhavami, tasmat karanat aham trikale api tishtami. I am there in all 3 states. This is at micro level, Vyashti level. From this point we have to supply to Samashti level. Now this is enough for us. So you have to go from, this is called Tvampada Vichara, is highlighted in this text. Therefore we are focusing more on in the individual analysis here. Therefore aham satyam sakshi satyam satya vastu. These sense organs and the mind both are unreal. I am, when I claim all this put together, I am. Only Sakshi cannot come and claim I am. Seer number 2 alone cannot come and claim because it is Jadam, inert. That mind cannot claim I am. Sense organs alone cannot claim without the help of the mind and consciousness. Seer number one cannot claim. So, இப்போ நான் இருக்கேன் சொல்றதுக்கு இந்த மூணுமே இருக்கணும். எப்படி இட்லி சாம்பார் சட்னி மூணு ஒற்றுமையா இருக்குமோ அது மாதிரி இந்த மூணு அப்படியே இருக்கணும். You cannot say, no, I don't want this, giving problem mind, I will throw this mind, I will throw these sense organs, they are mithya, false, you cannot say. Just as to put the roof, what they use? They use that, beams. After ceiling sets, they remove that sheets. That means what? You cannot say they are useless. To set the ceiling, you require them. After setting the ceiling over, what? You have to do griha pravesham. No, they are very useful. I want to keep them all the time. You cannot enter inside. So you have to remove them. Same way, we use these sense organs, we use the mind, and what do? We negate. We negate them. How do you negate? Intellectually you negate and using them and say you are false. Using the sense organs and telling you are false. See into the mirror and say to that face, eyes, sense organs, all are mithya. And tell to the mind also, oh mind, you are also mithya. You are existing because of me, the consciousness. Oh sense organs, you are functioning because of me, the consciousness. Happily I can say, this is intelligent way of using the body mind. Unintelligent people, they want to throw this body, they don't like this body that which gives pain. That is not the intelligent way. So what do you do? Just like this, a pot, clay, once you falsify the pot, there is no pot at all. Clay alone is there. So pot is mithya, nama rupa. Therefore what do? You break the pot. If you are intelligent, you will not break the pot. If you are intelligent, what do? You falsify the pot, nama rupa, you hold on to the truth, that is clay, and use the pot intelligently. So therefore, an intelligent jnani is one who uses this pot, body pot, intelligently using, making use of it and saying, you are unreal. You cannot give trouble to me. I know all your problems. You are made up of sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna. You have lot of pains, pasi, daham, ellame. All shadurmis are there. Raga, dresha, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, ellame unakida. Once you detach, attain that status, therefore perfection, total perfection at a body level, mind level is impossible. It is a misnomer. You cannot do that. Therefore intelligently make some extent pure, congenial at body level, mind level. Total health is not possible. Total 100% mental purity is impossible. You make the mind pure to such an extent, sattva guna predominant, and own up the sakshi and use this body. Otherwise you go on struggling to purify this mind, idealistic mind. That is made up of rajo guna, tamo guna. Sleep vandada aho, Swamini, enak mind poinde irukku Swamini, moving here and there. If mind is not moving, you are having problem in artham. People complain all the time, my mind is wandering, going. So to some extent you can keep the mind, but you cannot stop the mind totally because its nature is moving. So for sadhana's sake, in the beginning we give japa, some extent you keep the mind focused. After you owning up your own real nature, even mind goes also, you look at the mind. Oh mind, you are going here and there. Go. You want, you go. போய் எங்கே வரும்? திருப்பி இங்கே தான் வரும். இதுதான் ப்ராப்ளமே இருக்காது. This is what we have to reach that status. Until you reach that status, you have to use the mind. So what is the final conclusion? I am Satyam, the Sakshi, Trikala Abadhyam, Aham Satyam, Sakshi, Chaitanyam, Satyam, seer number 3 is Satyam, seer number 1 and 2, sense organs and the mind, both are Mithya. But why I am not remembering this? Why I have to come to Sringeri and sit in this mutt and study this? Why can't I understand it in my house sitting just like that without this text? Because of Maya. The Maya is that which is covering, not allowing us to know this seer number 1, seer number 2 are Mithya ni ariyamale. I am taking myself as seer number 1. I am taking myself as seer number 2. And whatever problems are coming in that seer number 1 and seer number 2, I am taking those problems to me. And what happens? My tragedy story will begin. Episode 1. Episode 2, episode 3. So therefore, Manohankriti, this is Upadanam, the material. The material is inert, Jadatmakam. So in that, because of this Sakshi Chaitanyam only, this Jadatmaka Linga Shariram is sentient. This is undergoing all the 3 avasthas. In those 3 avasthas, I, the Sakshi, is avasthatraya rahitaha. I am available in 3 avasthas. Therefore, I am Satyam. So, this knowledge I have to establish. This has to become a convinced knowledge, firm knowledge. Now, I should know what is that obstructing this knowledge. Why all people, every person can know this easily. Why people are not able to know? Because of ignorance, ajnana. Seer number 1, seer number 2, they do not know. They know only to use eyes. These are the sense organs. They are seer number 1. தெரியாது. என்ன பாரதி தீர்த்த வந்து சொன்னாதான் தெரியும் நமக்கு. ஒரு Mahatma should come and he should tell. So because of ignorance. Why this ignorance? Shastra says, because of Maya. Because of Maya there is ignorance. Because of ignorance person do not know this seer number 1, seer number 2 as unreal. The lack of that knowledge giving reality to the seer number 1 and seer number 2, getting the problems. So we want freedom from problems, freedom from dukkha. Therefore, what is our job now? I have to own up, claim I am the Sakshi. I cannot be other than the Sakshi and Cholanu. So I have to analyze what is this Maya, how this Maya comes and how it covers this knowledge, how that ignorance take place, why thousands and billions of people are in this ignorance. So Shastra comes and says, you study about that Maya and its nature, what it does, how it does, then you can understand easily how to own up your seer number 3. In the eye, RC, OC, higher eye, lower eye. Therefore, Sakshi is the higher order of reality. The Sakshi and the Paramarthika Satyam. Yatu Trikala Abadhyam Tatu Paramarthika Satyam. All technical terms we have to understand, we have to note. எனக்கு எப்படியாவது புரியுது சுவாமினி, all are technical terms, எனக்கு வேண்டாம். இது போதும் அப்படியெல்லாம் சொல்லக்கூடாது. டெக்னிக்கல் டேர்ம்ஸ் மஸ்ட். Because Paramarthika Satyam means absolute reality. Absolute reality means higher order of reality. Higher order of reality means Yat Trikala Abadhyam, that is only higher order of reality. That is Paramarthika Satyam. Now we are in using these sense organs and the mind. This is Vyavaharika Avastha. When you are doing lot of Vyavahara, it is called Vyavaharika Avastha. Vyavaharika Prapancha. In Vyavaharika Prapancha, we are using 3 seers. Yes? This is lower order of reality. Because Badhyam, this Jagrata Avastha, is not there all the time. This Vyavahara will recede. Therefore, Vyavaharika Prapancha also Mithya. Paramarthika Satyam alone is ultimate reality, that is Abadhyam, higher order of reality. Now we are all in Vyavaharika Prapancha. It is negatable. How can I negate this Vyavaharika Prapancha? After reading the next shloka, I will continue. Shloka number 13. Shaktidvayam hi mayayah vikshepavritirupakam vikshepa shakti lingadi ब्रह्मांडांतं जगत् सृजेत. I will introduce these 3 orders of reality, then I will go to the word meaning. Paramarthika Satyam, Vyavaharika Satyam, Pratibhasika Satyam. 3 orders of reality. In these 3 orders of reality, Paramarthika Satyam is called higher order of reality, that which is all the time available, unnegatable, Abadhyam. Abadhyam means unnegatable. This Vyavaharika Satyam, relative order of reality or lower order of reality, Vyavaharika Satyam, this Vyavaharika Prapancha is also unreal because it is temporary. Ashashvatam, temporary. Then the third one is Pratibhasikam. Pratibhasika Satyam, that is projected reality. Projected one. Now, Paramarthika Satyam, higher order of reality, that is seer number who? 3. Sakshi. Paramarthika Satyam, Yat Abadhyam, Tat Paramarthikam, Tat absolute. Then the Vyavaharika Prapancha, Vyavaharika Satyam, relative order of reality, or we can call it as lower order of reality. It is also Mithya because it is not available in Swapna. என்ன நமக்கு பாரமார்த்திகம் புரிகிற வரைக்கும் நான் ஸ்வப்னா யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். ஓகே, it is not available in the Swapna because when you go to dream, this prapancha is available for you. This relative world is not available. That means what? In Pratibhasika dream, projected dream, this Vyavaharika order of reality is not available. Therefore it is Mithya. In Vyavaharika, this Pratibhasika is not available, therefore it is also Mithya. Both are excluding each other. Clear? One is Pratibhasika Satyam, projected reality. It is projected by me, the dream is projected by me, therefore it is Pratibhasika. Just as I project the snake upon the rope, it is Pratibhasika. Projected order of reality. It also has got reality. This is because a dream body, dream thirst. What water you use? Dream water. Satyama illaya? Dreamer ki dreamer satyam. So Pratibhasika prapanchagi satyam for Pratibhasika dreamer. So the person who is dreaming, for him it is real. For whom it is unreal? For when you wake up to the waker, this dreamer is unreal. For a dreamer, dream is real. For a waker, unreal. So this dreamer is unreal. To know that from you, what you have to do? You have to wake up. Dreamer ki dream is unreal ma. Dreamer ki dream is real. Dream unreal and solradhukku you have to wake up. So you have to come to Vyavaharika Satyam. As long as you are in Pratibhasika Satyam, it is Satyam. Pratibhasika Swapna, it is Satyam. Satyamo Satyam. Sollave mudiyadhu. 100% Satyam. It is Mithya when you wake up to Vyavaharika Satyam. Like that. In the Priyarda. Adhe madri, if you want to own up this Atma Swarupam, you have to wake up from Vyavaharika to Paramarthika. No other way. As long as you are giving reality to this Vyavaharika Prapancha, lower order of reality, this world is Satyam, this body is Satyam, sense organs are Satyam, all my problems are also 24 karat gold madri, Satyam. When can I say this is Mithya? Jagat is Mithya, Shariram is Mithya, Manas is Mithya. I can say only when I wake up to Paramarthika Satyam. No other way. How to wake up to Paramarthika Satyam? And going to dream and going to sleep that theriyum, waking up that theriyum. How to go to this Paramarthika Satyam? Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam alone take you to Paramarthika Satyam, absolute reality. Then alone I can say these are two are Mithya. Until that time it is an information. It is an information. Now the transformation has to come. Yes, this is the truth. Sakshi is the Satyam. Paramarthika Satyam. It cannot be Satyam. Chollanamanna, I have to do long time Shravanam. This type of enquiry I have to do. Then Paramarthika Satyam. Another important point. In Vyavaharika Satyam there is no Pratibhasika Satyam. In Pratibhasika Satyam there is no Vyavaharika Satyam. In lower order of reality there is no projected reality. In projected reality there is no lower order of reality. In Vyavaharika, Swapnathila Vyavaharika Prapancham irukka? Kadiyadu. In Vyavaharika Prapancham Swapnam irukka? Kadiyadu. Both are exclusive. But Paramarthika Sakshi Brahman is available in Vyavaharika, in Pratibhasika also. Therefore I am Paramarthika Sakshi who is beyond these two order of realities. Therefore I am Paramarthika. If a Pratibhasika comes, I will go. Oh, this Paramarthika goes, Pratibhasika vandavadane naan pochina enna ho. Vyavaharika vandavadane Atma gone. Again I have to go to Paramarthika only to know the Atma. Not necessary. You need not go to any state. You have to understand in Vyavaharika interaction itself, I can claim I am Paramarthika Satyam available. But in dream you cannot talk. And instruments are not available. But in Jagrata Avastha, you are able to talk, you are able to communicate, you are able to own up because you require instrument. Brahman, I am Brahman and சொல்றதுக்கு கூட, I am consciousness and சொல்றதுக்கு கூட யார் வேணும்? அந்த இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட் லோக்கஸ் வேணும். லோக்கஸ் இல்லைன்னு சும்மா இருப்பேன், அவ்வளோதான். ஆத்மா ஆத்மாவா இருப்பேன். இதுதான் கஷ்டம். நிறைய பேருக்கு ஏன் கஷ்டம்னா, without any support clue you cannot get that, because abstract Brahman we have to concretize. This is called concretization of consciousness. You cannot concretize. Concretize means what? In the body mind complex I recognize. Just as beautiful example, you see the current, the electricity, the plug point you test it, it is available, and the point leather it is available, then you can know. But everywhere you cannot know. That pointer only you can know. Similarly, it is like a plug point, Madhuri. It is available here to recognize. Therefore, use this body of mind for what purpose, you know? Only for one purpose. Aham Brahmasmi and Cholradakagada in the Vadambe. In the human life is only meant for to own up Aham Brahmasmi. Adi Chollalanna. Now look at this. What is this? Ajnana is because of Maya Yaha Shakti Dvayam. This Maya is the cause. Of that Maya, there are two powers. Maya has got two powers. Shakti means power. Dvayam means two. Two powers it has got. What is the first one? Vikshepa Avritti Rupakam. Vikshepa is one power. Vikshepa means that which creates name and forms, which calls for the manifestation of the Nama Rupa Prapancha. Vikship, to throw. To throw means that which causes, that which throws the Nama and Rupa. That is called Vikshepa. And Avritti means Avaranam. Vikshepa is one type of Shakti of Maya. Avarana or Avritti is another type of Shakti of Maya. So Vikshepa Shakti, what this Vikshepa Shakti does? What is its function? And the Maya Nudaya Shakti power Mulama and the Vikshepa Shakti Mulama, what is the job of this Vikshepa Shakti? Vikshepa Shakti hi Lingadi Brahmanda Jagat Srijet. This Vikshepa Shakti which creates, Srijet means it creates. It is the cause for the creation of Lingadi. Lingadi means Sukshma Sariram onwards. Up to Brahmanda Paryantam. Brahmanda means up to Brahmaloka. Whole cosmos. From the subtle to the cosmos. Brahmanda Paryantam. Paryantam means up to. Up to the subtle body, gross body, 5 elements, the whole Jagat, all these lokas, higher lokas, all this Brahmanda Paryantam. Anda to Pinda, Pinda to Anda, you can take anyway. Anda, Pinda, Brahmandamulu, Anta Chaitanyamayam. So the Vikshepa Shakti creates all these things. How Vikshepa Shakti creates? That is the power of Maya. Maya can never exist independently without the substance. Maya is able to create with the help of Brahman, Chaitanyam. ஏதாவது பண்ணணும்னா sentient thing alone can do anything. Jadam vastu cannot do anything. Maya is able to be active. It can be active because of Chaitanya. That's why you see in our other texts, Maya plus Brahman is called Ishvara. Therefore, once you want to introduce ignorance, you have to introduce Maya. Once you want to introduce Maya topic, you have to introduce the Srishti. If you want to introduce Maya, then Srishti pandrathe. You want to introduce Srishti, you have to introduce Ishvara. Once you introduce Ishvara, you have to talk about Ishvara, Srishti, Maya, all these things you have to talk. Because of Ajnana, we have to study all these things. Study, understand. That is the meaning in the 13th shloka. Now, 14th shloka we will read. What do you mean by Srishti? Maya Vikshepa Shakti alone creates all this Nama Rupa. Then 14th verse says, what do you mean by Srishti? Creation anna enna? Beautiful shloka. See, Srishtir Nama Brahma Rupe, Satchidananda Vastuni, Abdhau Phenadivat Sarvam, Nama Rupa Prasaranam. Very simple. Srishti hi Nama. Srishti anna enna. And the pair Srishti ki pair vandadillaya. Adu enna? What is the meaning of Srishti? Nothing but it is Sarva Nama Rupa Prasarana. Sarva Nama means all the names. All the names are given to whom? To forms. So Nama Rupa. Sarva Nama Sarva Rupa. Prasarana means manifestation, appearance. Manifestation of name and form alone is called Srishti. Sarva Nama Prasarana Srishtihi. Upon whom? You must have a locus. In the desk, this is a desk, is a Nama. Desk has got a form. This Nama and Rupa must have a substance. Substance illavale carpenter cannot do this desk. So what is the substance of this desk? Wood. Without wood, no carpenter can make any desk or table. So therefore, Nama Rupa, the desk Nama Rupa, is dependently existing upon what? Wood. Wood எப்படியோ அதே மாதிரி இந்த whole Sarva Nama Prapancha is upon the Satchidananda Vastuni. Sat and Chit, existent consciousness, that principle, Satchit Ananda. Sat, Chit, Ananda. All these three put together, Sat means existent, principle, Chit means consciousness, and Ananda means Sukha Swarupam, Anantam, infinite. Vastuni, upon that substance, upon that Brahman, these all names and forms are manifesting. Really speaking, there is no desk other than wood. There is no form other than wood. Wood alone is appearing in the form of desk. thread alone appearing in the form of cloth. Therefore, Brahman alone appearing in the form of name and form. Sat Chit Ananda Swarupam Brahma alone appearing in the name and form. First lesson. What is the second lesson? Desk and name and form are unreal. The weight of the wood is the weight of the desk. Yes, the weight of the wood is weight of the desk. It has no independent substantiality of its own. Desk do not have any substantiality of its own. Independent existence is not there for a desk. Wood substantiality alone is the desk substantiality. Therefore, desk is unreal. There is a desk also, there is wood also. So, you take the desk, I take the wood. If pot is also real, clay is also real. Chain better, gold. Gold is also real, chain, ornament, nama, rupa also real. Real. You can take it separately. Can you take the chain separately from the gold? You cannot take. Because gold alone is appearing in the form of chain. Therefore, this chain, nama and rupa. Vacharambhanam vikaro namadheyam. Swarnameva satyam. And a partla mrittika eva satyam. Wood eva satyam. Idila wood satyam, adila clay satyam, idila gold satyam. Adila in the whole world, no, edi satyam, Brahman satyam, nama rupa jagat mithya. And the nama rupa cannot exist independently without the Brahman substantiality. The substantiality, the vastu, the reality goes to substratum, that is called substratum. That is only Brahman. Therefore, he says Satchidananda Vastuni. He gives another example here, just as Abdhau Penadivat. Abdhi means in the ocean, there are lot of foam, waves, bubbles, lot of are coming from that. You are giving so many names, big wave, small wave, foam, bubbles. All these names and forms, what is their substance? Water. So all these names and forms, foam, bubble, all this vapor, all these names, depending on whom? For their existence, they are depending on water, substratum. Similarly, our all nama rupas are also depending on whom? Brahman, consciousness, existent principle. So therefore, nama rupa is mithya. If my name and form is real or unreal? Not my name and form. You tell your name and form. Yeah, you should not show hand to me. You are not showing. So, my name and form. Seer number 1 and 2. Seer number 1 and 2 is mithya. Seer number 3 is satyam. So, Satchidananda Vastu Sakshi. Seer number 3 is satyam. My real nature. Upon me, seer number 1 and seer number 2, Sarvanamam, Nama and Rupam are superimposed. Yaru pandra in the velan? Maya nude vikshepa shakti pandradhe. Em pandradhenna? Avaranathinal pandradhe. Avaranam enna? Next shloka he says. Antardrik Drishyayor Bhedam Bahischa Brahma Sargayo Avruno आवृणोत्यपराशक्तिः सा संसारस्य कारणम् samsarasya karanam kim. What is the cause of samsara? Samsara means limitation. Janana, marana and all limitation, atriptikaratvam, bandhakatvam, dukkha mishritatvam, all put together samsara. What is the cause of this samsara? That is antar drik drishyayoho bhedam. We do not know that because antaha means inside, drik drishya. Seer number 1, seer number 2, both are drishyam. From the standpoint of seer number 3. Seer number 3 is what? Drik. Drik. Title. Adi marakka kodadu. Book title. Drik, I am the Sakshi. Drishyam, seer number 1, seer number 2. This Bheda is covered by Avrunoti Apara Shakti. That Vikshepa Shakti is because of Avarana Shakti veiling. This Avarana Shakti, the power of Avarana is to cover, to veil. Apara Shakti means Avarana Shakti. Other one. Apara Shakti means the other power. Vikshepa Shakti ki other power in Avarana Shakti. Other power is Avrunoti, covers. Avarana Shakti covers the truth. Seer number 1, seer number 2 are one and seer number 3 is different. Drishyam, Drik. Drik, Drishyayoho, Antaha. This Drishyam and Drik, where are they? Bahi are inner, inside. That's what antaha drik drishyayoho bhedaha means difference. This avarana shakti covers. That bheda it covers. Adike open பண்ணனும் என்ன பண்ணனும் shringeri வந்து இங்க மட்டத்துல உட்கார்ந்து கிளாஸ்ல உட்கார்ந்து அந்த ஆவரணம் கவர் ரிமூவ் பண்ணனும். Otherwise if I sit in Chennai, Avaranamo Avaranam Avrinoti. Sorry, inside is Avaranam. What about outside? Adi kuda mithya dhanina. Bahihi Brahma Sargayoho. This Avarana Shakti is not only at the individual level, Vesti level. This Avarana Shakti function at the total level. What are those two? Here Drikdrishyam eppadiyo. There Brahma Sarga. Creation. Sarga means creation. Upon that Brahman, here Drik, there Brahman. In the Drik, Vesti standpoint la Drik eppadiyo, Samashti standpoint la it is equally parallel equal to Brahman. Ange Brahman. Inge Srishti eppadiyo, Sargaha, Samashti level, here Drishyam. Seer number 1, seer number 2. Ange Drishyam are equal to seer number 1, seer number 2 of individual. And Drik is equal to Vesti, Drik is equal to Samashti Brahman. They are covered by Avarana Shakti. Whose power? Maya power. More in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om